So good morning, I'm Lucy Britton. I'm here in the piano room at Hay Farm for another session of Meet the Team with Clayton Grant, therapist here at Promise. Hi Clayton.
Hi Lucy.
So I hear from my colleagues how well you've settled in so quickly. I've had a lot of feedback from them about how much they enjoy working with you. And we've experienced and had the same from our clients. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. I think for me it's the kind of opportunities that present themselves. Coming from, working within a long-term treatment centre, for a long time, it's something that I found very rewarding. It's somewhere where I found in my life that I could truly be myself and invest in other people. And I hadn't found that when I came to the UK until I started. Obviously I came for the interview, and then I started shadowing, and then I started working. But for me, it felt right. It felt that the door that had opened, because there were doors that had opened previously to Promise, but they didn't necessarily work out for whatever reason. But I'm okay with that. It's when one door closes, another door opens. So when I joined the team, it felt very similar to where I was at my happiest in South Africa with the multidisciplinary team that I was working with then, and it felt right. And I think when something feels right for me, I'm able to be myself. And I think just with that is my invested interest in with the team, but specifically around the clients, because I know what I am able to share and what I am able to offer. If they're able to take just a little bit from that in terms of what they're needing to do for themselves, then I think we're heading in the right direction in terms of their success. So for me, it could be a little bit selfish in terms of saying it's a reward for me as much as it is for anybody going through the program and being a success for themselves, because I know in terms of what I got in terms of my recovery process and the people that I've met with in my recovery process, to land at Promise and say it's still there. There's people like me, there's people that are interested in me as much as I'm wanting to be interested in other people. And I think that also comes from, in terms of my recovery process, is the gratitude, which I am, and the humility that comes with that. And I will strive to keep pursuing that for myself.
And I really like what you said about it feeling right. I know from my perspective, when you arrived working for Promise, it was just at the point of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And you started off here at Hay Farm, but were dispatched up to London to support the team then. And I know from my point of view, I felt very comfortable knowing that you were there. You have there's a grounding presence around you, and I know the team felt really supported as well during a pretty tricky time.
Yeah, and it was nice being there. I mean, I arrived there with this being furloughed, and thinking, I found the right place, and now everything's furloughed, and I don't know how that's going to work. And then, the phone call and the opportunity to go up to London, and London was busy at that time as well. And I think from what I put myself into in learning as much as I could in terms of how the systems work, I was that much more confident when I went into there. So, I met Chester and Roxy to start with, and Chester said, are you familiar with the framework? And I was, yes, I am. And he was, well, there you go. And I carried on what I started here, and then really got involved in doing the one-to-ones, the group work, which then built up the confidence for me when I returned to Promise, because there was no adjustment period. It was from one into the other. So I think for me it benefited, rather than me being on furlough for however long it was, 6-7 weeks. I'm thankful for that opportunity and the way that it worked out. But again, there it is, a door opened, the opportunity was there, and it's about taking what I needed from that, and it's been successful for me so far.
And it's lovely to have you as already an integral part of the team, and we've had some great feedback from colleagues and patients alike.
That's great, thank you.
Thank you, Clayton.
Thanks.